welcome to another episode of Let's Chat About That. I'm Maureen, and it is so wonderful to see you again. Today we have a special guest with us, Lisa Trull. She is a certified massage therapist, and we are celebrating today Women's History Month, and I thought how befitting to have her here today. Awesome. Lisa, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Lisa, so we're going to talk about, the massage therapy part of it. But first, let's just let the audience know, who is Lisa? Tell us a little bit about you.
So, I have 3 kids, 2 dogs, a cat. I'm a massage therapist out of Marysville, Michigan. And I've been a massage therapist for 7 years now this
7.
month.
Wow.
So, I had to think about that a while ago. I was telling everybody 5 years, and I'm like, wait, it's been 7.
No, because time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. What kind of dogs?
I have huskies.
Oh, wow.
So, all the hair.
Well, I have the cat. So the name of your shop is Eden Massage.
Yeah, Eden Massage.
How did you come up with that name?
Yeah, so when I was in school, I automatically, that name came to me. Eden in the Bible is like my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Genesis and the creation story, and I just knew, like, I love gardens, I love outdoors. I'm a very outdoors person, and so just the garden spoke to me. And anytime God speaks to me, I believe in God, very spiritual and everything. I just feel like he always uses like butterflies and nature and things like that. So
he does do that.
I love it.
Yes, it seems like when I think of that name, it's so peaceful,
Yes,
so full of life and
yeah.
rebirth and everything. So that I thought that was an excellent name. Love it.
Yeah, thank you.
So you know what? I know this might sound kind of kooky, but for those that don't know, because a lot of times we get things from TV, we don't know. What is a massage therapist?
Yeah, so a massage therapist, we like to be called massage therapists, not masseuse.
Yeah, I almost called you that too. I was like, oh, did I use masseuse? I'm glad.
Yeah, so a lot of people use masseuse.
Uh-huh.
That's actually, kind of outdated. It's French, like we're
Okay.
in America. But so massage therapists, we just try to relax your body. Like, a lot of people come in for relaxation. Some people come in for like pain relief, stress, that kind of thing. So just really helping the body and just facilitating and being there for you to be able to heal.
Right.
Through touch, because touch is so powerful, and there's certain techniques that we use and things like that to work with the muscles.
I noticed on your site you didn't say massage therapy. You used therapeutic.
Yeah, therapeutic massage.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of different kinds of massages.
Okay.
So I like therapeutic, which
Okay.
it's trying to, there's kind of like more of a purpose behind it.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Every move that I'm doing, every technique, there's a purpose behind it. And I also do like relaxation massage. They call that Swedish massage.
Oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's more like relaxation, lots of,
Okay.
smoothing strokes and stuff like that when you're massaging. And then there's like sports massage. There's all sorts of.
It's different kind.
Yeah.
The only kind I remember is you look on TV, someone's doing this. To
I know.
someone. That's all I knew.
Yeah, you see a lot of massage is very different from TV. We don't have the head to the side.
Okay.
We don't do that.
So what led you to go into this field?
Yeah, so I was a medical assistant before. I was working under a lot of doctors. I worked under 7 doctors at one point. It's a very stressful environment.
I can imagine.
I loved the work. I loved everything of it, but it was very stressful, and I still wanted to help people. I still wanted to work with people, but and I had always been into massage therapy because it's very natural, and natural healing is like, I love that. I'm all for the aromatherapy and everything.
Yeah,
so
that is awesome.
yeah. And so I just felt like, I actually injured my toe. I broke my toe.
Toe massage.
Yeah. So it kind of forced me to sit and have to think about life and what I want. So I had my COVID moment at that point. And I signed up for school like within that time frame of me healing.
Oh, wow.
And so logically, I feel like I really knew I was into massage, but the emotional part, like the part where I love massage,
Mm-hmm.
came actually a little bit later when I was in school and just seeing how life changing it actually was for me,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, and for other people too. So,
I could see you doing that. I know when we used to know you,
yeah.
you were such a gentle, kind-hearted person, and people were so drawn to you. So I could see you doing this. Just such a person that gave life to people, and
Thank
such
you.
just a wonderful person.
Thank you.
So I know a lot of times my kids would say they would just they would always say they liked being around you because it was just something about you. So I could see
Wow.
you doing
Wow.
something like that. That's really awesome. Okay, so I was on your website and I thought I would just see like Swedish, massage and like that, but I saw a whole list of
Yeah.
services. Can you tell us a little bit about those? Like, what's the
Yeah.
benefit of them?
Yeah, so therapeutic massage for me, when you come in, I ask you what you want. So most people just choose therapeutic massage. And then they might just want relaxation, or maybe they want more deep tissue and that sort of thing. So I always ask before we start the session what you're looking for and what your goals are. I also offer, and just recently, facial massage, and that lifts your face. It's helpful for even like TMJ, so
Okay.
like people who have jaw disorders and things like that. I go using gloves, of course, like going in your mouth and just massaging those muscles and helping the muscles of the jaw, because that does affect your face.
So you said it'll help with the drooping.
It does,
I
yeah.
should make an appointment.
Yes, it's so lovely. I love doing it. I love everything about it. It's so
See, I didn't know
feminine.
about that. So I did see something about an infrared.
Yeah, infrared sauna.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really helpful for muscle recovery, joints, if you have arthritis, that sort of thing. But most people go in for like the detox of it. Especially here in Michigan, we don't get very much sun in
No,
the
we don't.
winter and
No, we
things
don't.
like that. So for me, it helped with like seasonal depression and things like that, because that very much affects me and it affects others that go in there. So it's really helpful for all those things.
Yeah, that's interesting. I also saw, and because this is something I hear a lot of people talk, especially like at work and stuff, because life is so stressful. The migraines, massages for migraines.
Yeah, yeah, and that's more focused on like the neck, the shoulders, the face, the head, just relaxing those muscles. But also there's certain pressure points that I'm pressing on your face, and using cold stones, because actually cold is very good for migraines, and just using all those different tools and modalities for migraines. Yeah.
Wow. So your training, it seems like it had to do a lot with just knowing the human body and pressure points and how everything works together. Because I don't see how you could do that without just having a really good understanding of that big picture of how the body works.
Yeah, I mean, being a medical assistant, I took anatomy and and all of that twice, actually, for massage, but also for medical assisting. And you even have to do kinesiology and just knowing the muscles, knowing the skeletal system, and things like that.
It's something here I didn't want to forget, so I made myself a little note here. So that's why you're seeing this notebook, but it's worth it. So I saw lymphatic drainage. Is that like this part, or what is that?
So for that's like your neck, your arms, your legs. I'm not certified in lymphatic drainage, but I do know a whole whole body massage technique that helps to drain the fluid from your body, and that's also helpful for detoxing. I recommend that like at the change of the seasons. When there's a lot of like mold and stuff like that going on with the rain and all of that, it's really helpful to kind of get everything out of your system.
And I also saw that you help women that are expecting.
Yes, prenatal. So
that must
that's
be a
really
joy.
helpful.
Really the body's like going through something. You need something to help you, someone to
Yeah.
help them facilitate this new process.
Yes, yeah. Because
That's
there's a
awesome.
lot of changes in your body when you're pregnant, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
the low back, the hips, that sort of thing. So just being there to support those areas of your body is great.
And yes, I wish I had that. Oh my
Yeah, yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
So, out of all of these things here, all the services you have, what do you think people come in for most?
Mostly the therapeutic
The
massage
therapeutic,
is probably number one. And then the facial is a
the
close second.
facial. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, so when I was looking over your website and from a conversation we had, I know you still service the male population, men,
Mhm.
but it seems like you're focusing now more
Yeah.
so on the women, the needs of the women.
Yeah, definitely.
What brought that about?
Yeah, so I just, you know, I was actually talking to another massage therapist about
Mm-hmm.
this. I talked to a few of them, and I was like, you know, I notice a difference from clients that come in who are women versus men. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a whole different experience. You know, men sometimes come in, they plop their stuff down, they jump on the table, they're ready to go, and they can really relax. And not all men, I'm not saying, you know,
But yeah,
but generally they, like, men have a good easier time relaxing and that sort of thing. And so with women, I notice that it's very hard for them to get out of their head and just relax. And you know, we have work, we have kids, we're just constantly thinking and
yeah,
multitasking,
yeah.
so it's just a lot harder. And I really noticed that going into it. And you know, so I really wanted to cater to that specific group of women who just have a hard time getting out of their head and relaxing and just helping
That's
facilitate that.
awesome. That's because you
Yeah.
know, it's good to recognize that the needs of men are different than the
Yes.
women. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the way life is. You
Yeah.
know, we all need some. My husband can come home and he kicks up his feet and yeah, I don't care what it looks like. He's he's relaxed. He's gone for the night. Me,
Yeah.
I come home, I'm looking around like, oh, that's
Oh, I
not
gotta
done.
do
This
that.
isn't done. Oh my goodness, we got to do this. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I know I'm driving him crazy because
Yeah.
I'm just all over the place. But you're right. We do respond to our environment, and our needs to detach from that environment do differ greatly.
Yeah.
So I'm a client. I'm coming in. What would be the most likely reason that I'm coming to? I'm a woman. I'm coming in to see you. What would
Yeah.
the most likely reason be that I'm coming to you?
Most people, most women come in with their neck and shoulders.
Mm.
That is,
Tension.
yeah, rounded shoulders,
Yeah.
hunching.
Okay.
Yeah, and just a lot of stress stored there. You know, they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders,
Yeah.
and so, yeah, that's probably the most common area for women.
So, as women, when they come to you, do you have like a certain protocol that you follow with them? Do you like if I come there and I really don't know what I want, what do you do?
Yeah, so I just ask, like, is there any areas that are kind of bothering you?
Okay.
And if there is, I'm going to focus there.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll ask, like, you know, do you want me to focus only on that part of your
Oh, so you
body?
ask them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do
Okay.
you want a full body massage?
Yeah.
And really, I just try to ask a lot of questions to see what you're kind of looking for and what might be needed. And then I just try to, you know, ask all the different questions and try to see what your goals are. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
And you know, it's unfortunate. I know the whole world we get stressed out, but women needs we really do carry the weight of life
Yes,
on our
yeah.
shoulders. I know when I was in a class one time, this was acting. She told me, she told all of us to relax, and she looked at me. She said, "You're not relaxing. I could tell in your shoulders." I'm like, I can't help it. It's been like
Yeah.
that for years.
Mm-hmm.
So since this is a part of life, it just is. What do you? Is there something that women can do on their own to help alleviate this, or at least be aware of that? And is it something that we can share with our audience?
Yeah, yeah. So, I just, you know, if you want me to kind of do a demo now.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
do you
gonna-
want to do it with me,
Yeah.
or do you want to do it with the audience? It's up to you.
Yeah, so let's do both. Like,
Okay.
you know,
So,
you can
okay.
join in.
So
and-
I'll do. You just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, just kind of relax in your chair.
Okay.
Try to get
So I
as
should
comfy.
sit back, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
get as comfy as you can.
This is as good as it gets, Lisa.
Right. Yeah, and just go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
And for the audience, you've made it this far. I'm hearing most people's attention span is like 5 seconds, so you've made it this far. So do something for your body today. Just go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And then just breathe out nice and heavy. You can make a sound. You can do that anytime you want. Just focusing in on your breath. You can go ahead and even place your hand on your heart and just feel your heart beating. Notice any sounds in the room or the temperature of the room. You can notice how far away the ceiling is from the top of your head. How far away is the wall to your right? And how far away is the wall to your left? And then you can just go ahead and feel your seat if you're sitting on a seat, or feel your feet on the ground. And sometimes if there's a lot going on in the world or in life or your brain, you're just feeling like a lot, you can just say, I am safe, I am here, I'm present. And then when you're ready, you can just open your eyes and just try to notice how you felt beforehand versus now.
That's, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was so weird. So I literally felt my face relax.
Yes.
It literally,
Your jaw.
I wasn't even trying. It just started relaxing. And I really was more alert to everything that was around me, every little sound, everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I get really nervous doing some things like this, like being in front of cameras, and I felt, I feel fine now.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So how often do you think women should do this, or is it something we
All
should
the
just make a part of our...
Yep. If you can strive to make that a part of your life and your lifestyle, like this is how I live, this is the place that I live my life from, that's perfect. That's the goal. But, it's hard. Life throws stuff at you.
Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so simple. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
You can do it anywhere.
Wow. I need to do this at work.
Yes,
I love my job.
yes.
No, I don't. But yeah. So, especially as women, we want to go someplace where we feel safe. Of course, your place is safe,
Yes.
and I'm sure people will feel safe there. But just in general, what should we look for in order to make a decision to allow put ourselves in such a vulnerable position with someone?
Yeah.
What are the things we should consider?
Yeah, so first off, definitely look to make sure whichever massage therapist you're going to is licensed, because if you're practicing massage, you should be licensed.
So there should be a certificate or something. Okay.
Certificate, insurance, you can
Okay.
look them up online and, get that stuff from online. But yes, you can go to their website. They should have a website. They should have social media or something where you can kind of see what the office looks like, what they're like as a person, and how their massage style is. And yeah, so just doing research, Google reviews is amazing. Just seeing what other people are saying about that person. And I know a lot of people have come to me through word of mouth.
Yeah.
So just, hearing who your friend's going to, that kind of thing is really helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So, so from what I'm understanding, that environment entails a lot of things: relaxation, detoxing. Is there a spiritual side to it?
Yeah, so it can be, there's some people who are not into that, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
There's some massage therapists that are not. I try to do what the client wants. So
Okay.
if you're not into that sort of thing, and I never do that on the first time visit, you know, because I just feel like I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know
No,
me.
yeah.
But I do have something on the forms that you fill out, like, do you want, you know, prayer for anything? And then if you do, I say a silent prayer. I don't even, you know, say anything out loud to you. I'll just kind of in my head as I'm massaging you, or even before you come in, I'll say a little prayer. So yeah.
Okay. And so, like, if there is like a spiritual aspect or something that might be controversial, do you think the massage therapist should always ask for that permission
Oh
before
yeah,
the, yeah?
yeah, because there's so many different massage modalities that or there are so many different things that people don't understand. Like
Yeah.
if I said Reiki, a lot of people don't understand Reiki. They don't know what that is. So
Right.
just explaining, especially on your first visit, what things are, and you know, they can do their research, or you know, I
Yeah.
just try to tailor to what the client wants.
Yeah, because I think that's really important. I know if I went somewhere, because I'm very protective of my spiritual being, very
Yes,
protective.
yes.
So that's good that you're putting that out there. We should really, it's on us to do our research
Yes,
and
yes.
know where we're going, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So that's pretty awesome. So I guess the other thing, because I don't want to run out of time, is there anything else you think we should consider, or anything that you would like to talk about that we haven't touched on?
Yeah, I think just licensed massage therapist is the way to go. I just want to, you know, drive that home, because there's people who try to practice and they're not, or
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
not a safe place. So just really, you know, doing your research is really the biggest thing.
So if people have like medical conditions and they want to come to you for massage, do you require anything, or it's like
Yeah.
you make them sign something, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I have paperwork and I ask certain healthcare questions, like, do you have migraines? Do you have, you know, diabetes or high blood pressure? Because that's really important to be upfront about those types of things, what you have, because then I have to tailor the massage a certain way. If you have a lot of heart problems, I may not do lymphatic drainage on you. So it's really important to be upfront and say what's going on with your body, because
Okay, you just brought up
yeah.
something very interesting. Okay, so I'm a healthy person, and this is a person with diabetes right here. How would the how would it be different for how would it be different for me versus them? Like, what's some things that would differ
If you're a healthy person,
if I'm a
and just
healthy
coming
versus a
in,
person
yeah.
with with diabetes?
Yeah, so I usually ask, like, you know, if you have that, if there's any, if it's managed by a doctor, because if it's not managed by a doctor, then, you know, that's important to know.
Yes.
We need to make sure. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that I would do differently, like especially if there's heart problems
Okay.
involved with it as well.
That's good information.
Yeah.
I know we're about to come to a close. So,
Yes.
is there anything, just for people out there that don't know about, some last words that you might want to tell people to
Yeah.
encourage the women?
I just say try it. Try to get a massage if you've never had one. Everybody who's skeptical, they end up coming in and they're like, "Oh my God, I love this," and they're a regular. So it's definitely important to just try. If you think that this might be for you, or you're
Exactly.
curious, go ahead.
And how could they contact you?
Yes, so EdenMassage.us is my website. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. You can look me up, and yeah.
They need to do that. They need to go to you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Lisa. It's been a blast
Yes,
seeing
thank
you and
you.
talking to you. So thank you once again. This has been Let's Chat About That. I'm Maureen, and it's just been so awesome being with all of you. We're going to have a special guest, Abijah Perry, take us out. And I just want to thank all of you, and I'm sending much love to you. Bye-bye.
working all day at the same old job, wondering where's the time I walk out the door. 'Cause this isn't what I wanna do for the rest of my life. No, this isn't what I wanna do for the rest of my life. Writing songs every single day. Majority of the world isn't even listening, or they listening, but I know I'm ready to shine. Oh, and I know that I'm ready to shine. Oh, what is life if we're not trying? What are we striving for? Till the day we die, gotta keep pushing and moving on for the rest of our lives. Oh, you wait and see. I'll be high in the sky, never coming down. It's where I stay, and now gotta keep pushing and